was there any like really sensational garbage collector drama similar to like Real Housewives? Like, was there any like my trash partner was cheating on his wife with the wife of the other trash collector? Like, give me
there's
some
a lot of that.
Oh, wait, really?
Wait, we should have started.
Dish.
Fuck yeah, man.
We should have started
Yeah, a
here.
lot of
Dish,
that shit.
Dish.
We need
Let's hear.
sauce.
Oh my God. Hi, friends. This is Wildly Unprepared, the show where I get to talk to the most incredible people I've never met and know absolutely nothing about. Like, literally nothing. It's all a complete mystery to me. I'm your unprepared host and new best friend, Tyler Mount. Each episode, myself and my other best friend, Ashley,
Hi, girls.
producer to the stars, aka me, gossip and kiki about life and talk to some of the most interesting people on the planet. I hope you're prepared, because I'm certainly not. Friends, thanks for tuning in with Ashley and I to the very first episode of Wildly Unprepared, the show where I, very thankfully, can show up and be wildly unprepared. I want to take a few minutes, first of all, to like welcome you to the podcast. You're a part of our new community. Hi, Mom, who is probably our only listener, plus Ashley's mom.
Yeah, shout out D. Shout out D.
D is 100% listening. Thank you for being here, both of you. You know, the premise is quite simple. I have made a career interviewing and talking to a lot of fantastic people that I always have to show up prepared. So I thought, like, what a better opportunity than this? I want to meet some of the coolest people I've never been able to meet and not be prepared at all for it. Every single week, you're going to hang out with Ashley and I for a little bit of your week, and we're going to talk to someone wildly interesting. And when I say I have no idea who's coming today, who's coming for the rest of the season, I'm not exaggerating. I've heard that we're having potentially OnlyFans creators, squirrel trainers, cheesemongers, my kindergarten teacher. I don't know. Maybe you are the very next guest. But before we get there, I think it's really important you meet the people who are going to be your, I don't know, spirit guides in this journey. And I have to start with my confidant, right? I have to talk to you, Ashley, the right hand to my left hand, the wind beneath my wings, one might say.
The ranch to your French fry, really.
The ranch to my French fry, 100%. So, look, I think it's only fair that I introduce you and you introduce me, because, like, who could introduce you better than the person who spends the most time with you that isn't you?
Exactly.
And that's me. So I want to introduce everyone to my dear friend Ashley, who is our gorgeous, fantastic producer. That's just an arbitrary title. She's not really producing anything. She's just showing up and looking cute. So Ashley and I have been dear friends for a very, very, very long time. She is the best friend to my ex-fiance. That's for a different day entirely. We'll get into that later. But, like, by God, I got her in the divorce.
It's shared
Ashley,
custody. Shared custody.
Okay, you're right. Shared custody. I'm always playing by the rules, I promise. Ashley is someone that I like to call my bubby. Now, bubby is like a technical term for like ultra, ultra best friend. I have like 5 bubbies. You know, like, there are a few people in my life who are bubbies, and Ashley has reached the coveted title. She is absolutely obsessed with Beyonce, right, Ashley?
Sure am.
She's obsessed with food. Okay. So, like, she knows the best food spots in all of New York City. She's always going to an opening. She's like, oh yeah, Tyler, I have to get back to the city earlier today because I am going to a burger pop-up in the back of a dumpster in Williamsburg.
Absolutely.
She has more friends than anyone I've ever met. She's always at a fucking bachelorette party. Ashley, guess what? I bet if I asked you, what are you doing this weekend?
I have a bridal shower.
You have a bridal shower. I'm not even fucking with you, people. She hates children. Okay. She does not want your smelly, disgusting children next to me.
No.
But Ashley, who is your best friend?
Hallie Mae.
Hallie Mae is what?
A baby, but we're peers. Like, we're both the same age, basically.
Got it. Because you deeply believe you're 18 months old.
Exactly. I actually think she's a little older. I may be like 15 months old.
You're like 15 months.
Yeah. Like, I'm just so little.
In your education, like, you have the brain and the...
Yeah, like aura, mentality, just like the vibe I give off is baby. Okay?
Is like 15 months.
Yeah.
And so that's why your best friend is an 18-month-old.
Exactly.
She wears one of 3 shirts to work from home every day, one of which says the big cheese. And I'm just sad you're not wearing it. You are the queen of merch. She loves merch. If your restaurant, your gas station, your concert, your company has official merch, she is purchasing it.
Or your town. It's a souvenir, okay? It's a wearable souvenir.
a wearable souvenir. Instead of drinking at the bar, buy something you can take with you and wear for
But
years to come.
also get a drink because that's crazy.
I guess that is true. She is always down. That is how I would describe her. You need to go run errands. You need to bury a body. Ashley's being like, sure, no problem. Where am I showing up? But her biggest claim to fame is our philanthropic pursuit. We have a really, really prominent charity here in New York City. And I'm going to pass it over to Ashley to tell you a little bit more about it. She's going to give you some more information on how you could theoretically donate and join. So, Ashley, tell the folks at home about our involvement in NALB, NALB.
Yeah, so NALB is a charity that I founded, created, and am the constant driver of in the community. It stands for No Alcohol Left Behind. And we drink so that the children don't, okay? And what I mean by that is you are out to a restaurant, you look over at a table, you're at a bar, you see these half-drunk beers, and you're going to let those go to waste? In this economy, I don't want children running up there drinking that. So what do? I'll drink it, okay? If you're out to a party with me, if you're out to a dinner with me, your alcohol better be finished. Your drinks better be finished. Water, never heard of it. Stop sipping your water, sip your wine, okay? And, I just love to give back to the community. We have a gala every year. Last year was in Kenya, sponsored by Tyler's family.
100%. We did host our first nonprofit charity gala in Africa because we thought that it would be a write-off on our taxes, and my CPA said it wasn't.
And your CPA is your dad, so.
That is true. And he told us on the trip to Africa that we couldn't write it off as a nonprofit expense.
But guess what? Alcohol was all inclusive. So.
And it was not left behind.
Right. I would never. Elephants left behind. Alcohol, absolutely not.
Elephants left behind in Africa.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to take it back. I tried. Okay, so that's basically all anyone really needs to know about me. So let me tell them about you. You live a very, very private life. So I need to get into who you are as a person. He did famously write the song Ice Cream Shop. Do you want to give them a couple bars of that for us?
Yeah, this is a good story. Okay, so Ashley will never let me live this down. I burst out into random raps quite often. And so one of the ones that I always do is like the 2008 song that goes, yeah, buddy, rolling like a big shot, Chevy tuned up like a NASCAR pit stop, fresh inside, fresh outside. And I've done that for years. And it wasn't until, I don't know, 7 years into being Ashley's friend, I get a text from her.
No, I could tell you the day because it was 2022. I'm on TikTok scrolling in my little bed. And all of a sudden I see this video of a man driving his car around. It has like 15 likes on it. And that song is playing. And I'm like, Tyler, someone stole your song. Like, I'm thinking this must have been on your Instagram story once and someone like took it as audio. Come to find out, it was just a popular song.
It was just a popular song in 2008, and I just rap it like it's my own.
But I'm 15 months, so I didn't know that, okay?
You're a baby.
I'm a baby. I didn't know that.
You're too little.
I'm too little.
You're a baby. I don't even know how to do a podcast. I'm a baby.
No, I don't even know how to talk. Goo goo gaga. He is, however, obsessed with Oprah Winfrey, if we want to get into everyone's celebrities of choice.
Oh my God. Not to derail us really quickly, but you mentioned the Queen, and it would be blasphemous for me not to comment. True story, Ashley. I don't even know if you know this about me. I would do some questionable things to meet Mother Oprah. She basically raised me growing up. I would come home every day, and at 4 o'clock, I would watch KHOU. And Oprah would talk to me about her books or her favorite things. Okay. I love this woman. I love her a lot. And I've been asked to do podcasts a lot, and I've just always declined. But the thing that got me in the room was when someone brought me the idea of doing the Oprah Winfrey podcast, specifically going through every single one of her episodes and like talking about it and doing a live recap. The issue is it would become too popular. People would adore me. I would start taking some of Oprah's market share, and she would send me a cease and desist after we spent all this time on it. So we decided against it, but like, it's either this podcast or the Oprah Winfrey podcast. So I appreciate you bringing it up. If any listeners, aka my mom or Ashley's mom, knows Oprah, please reach out to us by texting your children.
Yeah, we have been sending her fan mail like nonstop. I saw her address in J14 magazine, so I'm sure
and
that
you're still sending her fan mail.
Yeah, I do it every day. I send 3 stickers with your name.
Oh, I love this.
She might
Just
get
top
back
of
to you
mind.
soon. Yeah.
Top of mind. Okay, what else we got about me, Ashley?
Oh my God, what don't we have? For one, you have an obsession with horses. And that's all I'm
Oh,
going to say
yeah.
about it. If
That
you
is
think
true.
horse girls are crazy, meet this horse boy. Okay.
Okay, so Ashley is giving me grief here. I will say that when there is silence in a room, I have to fix it, right? Like I will talk. If you can't tell, I will talk in an empty room until someone else is talking. So, like, if it's silent, my go-to is being like, "Oh my God, Ashley, do you want to go make out with a horse?" Right? And she'll always be like, "Yeah, absolutely, I would love that." So that is what she's
Yeah, no,
bringing
but
to
bring it
everyone's
all the
attention.
way back. Bring it all the way back to your childhood, your first ever interview on TV at
Oh,
the
I was like,
fair.
I've never made out with a horse. What the fuck are you talking about? I was like, okay, you're gonna ruin my career if I had one. Okay, so this is my newest foray in media, right? I'm on social. We're starting the podcast, but I was a child star, and I think everyone here knows that. That's probably why you're listening. And my first claim to fame was in kindergarten. I was 5. I grew up in small town Texas. The rodeo comes to town and there is a trail ride. Like I can't make this bum fuck shit up. Okay. It is very real. There's a trail ride. People ride their horses and wagons through Texas and end up at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, which is, I believe, the largest livestock show and rodeo in the world.
Possibly also the only one, because I've never heard of that.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Ashley. And essentially, the trail ride came through, and all of the kindergartners got to go outside and wave to the horses and the wagons. And the local news was there, and they, of course, asked, "Well, which person, what kindergartner is going to be okay in front of the camera?" And all of the teachers were like, "Oh, you have to talk to Tyler. He's media trained." And so I show up with this reporter, and the horses are passing by, and he asks me one question, and that question is this: "Tyler, what did you like about the horses?" And without missing a beat, I look him right in the eyes and I say, "They pooped all over the place." So
Literally just like that.
100%. I go home and I tell my mom, I'm so proud. Mom, I'm going to be on the news.
You're a star.
I was like, "Mom, I'm going to be on the news." Now, she probably had one idea of what that meant, and it probably meant like the news was there and they filmed a group of 800 people and I'm in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Oh, what do you mean?" And I'm like, "Well, I was interviewed." And she was like, "Okay, what did they ask you about?" And I told her. And then she literally was like, "You said what?" And then we watched it that night at dinner. And it is the before you go segment. It's the very last moment. Okay. And they're like, "Before we go, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo's trail ride went through Montgomery, Texas today. And this is what one local elementary school boy had to say." They play it, and then the newscasters have to cut because they're hysterically laughing. My mom looks at me and says, "Why did you say that on television?" And I don't remember this. My mom swears, and everyone listening and everyone in this room will not for a second doubt that I looked at her and I said this. I look her right in the eyes and I said, "Well, Mom, when you're on TV, you have to think on your feet." Bam. And that has been my mantra ever since. I've had an infatuation with horses, I suppose, from a young age, and their feces, and we're moving on. Thanks for teeing that interesting fact up for the audience, Ashley. I really appreciate it.
You're so welcome.
This is the moment. Who is our first guest, Ashley?
Okay. I'm gonna make you guess. I'm gonna give you 3 clues and you're gonna guess who it is. Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay, first clue is this person is living our actual dream of being retired at a young age of 40, okay? Already retired. Keep that in mind.
Oh, okay.
Not a trust fund baby, retired, okay?
Retired.
Yep.
Is this a man or a woman?
Are you allowed to ask?
Oh, I guess you're okay. Retired. So
yeah,
like
retired
a tech
early.
CEO, founder. He's like an early startup founder.
Maybe.
Okay. Keep going.
Clue number 2, much like you, this person has physically broken his entire body, like knee surgery, shoulder surgery, heart surgery, back surgery, like from the job, physical, similar to you trying to run a marathon.
Great. Okay. Okay. No. Thanks for throwing me under the proverbial bus. Okay. Okay, so it's like, okay, he's an athlete. He's a rich athlete. Oh, yeah, that's it. He's a rich athlete. He's retired, and he has broken bones to prove it.
Yep. Okay. Sure. Clue number 3, final clue, okay? If you and I ever had a job in this city, this would be our ideal job. We'd drive around the city together. We'd have matching outfits. We'd be talking trash, kiki. We could have water balloon flights, and we would basically have a secret clubhouse together.
Oh my God, stop.
Yes.
Are we talking to maybe a trash man?
Yes, we are.
Oh my God! A New York City trash man?
Not even just a New York City, Staten Island born trash man, but he is known as Babe Ruth of the garbage game.
Wait,
We are
Babe Ruth of the garbage game?
Yes.
This was the best idea I never had. Okay. I'm going to learn so much about trash despite already being friends with you.
Yeah,
I want to
literally.
know the ins and out of the trash business. I hear trash men are paid handsomely, and a lot of
He's
trash men are hot.
retired.
Oh, I forget. Is he retired? Because I guess we'll ask him. Like, is he
Yeah, we
retired
have to
because
ask
of
him.
financial wealth or medical leave? And Ashley, have you seen this person? Is he hot? Like, what am I
Yes.
walking into?
Yes.
He's
yes.
outrageously attractive. Okay, can't wait. I can't wait to be in the room with him. So, Ashley, what do you say? Let's invite our friend in. What's our friend's name?
Mr. Wayne Owen is in the house
Wayne
today.
Owen, the Staten Island trash man. I can't wait.
New York City trash man.
New York City trash man. I have so many things to ask. Wayne Owen.
What's up, guys?
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Wayne, welcome to the podcast. I found out who was joining us 10 seconds ago, and Wayne, I am thrilled that you're here. Are you as excited to be here as I am?
Yeah, of course. I was been waiting to meet you, man.
Okay, well, look, you finally met the man, the myth, the legend, but I pale in comparison to you, Wayne Owen. Okay.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I mean, it's the truth. The only thing I know thus far is that you are in citywide waste removal. Is that fair? Is that like the technical title?
Yeah, sanitation engineer, somewhere like that.
Okay, and where are you from? Where are you based?
Garbologist. We used to use garbologist too.
Oh, is that a technical term? A
Oh my God.
garbologist?
Yeah, because we wanted to sound a little smarter than people thought we were.
Let me tell you, I think garbologists are incredibly smart because your hours are kind of shitty, trashy,
Yeah.
one might say.
Yes. Yep.
But I hear you're retired.
Yes. Retired at 41, started at 21, so I was able to get out very early.
Wow. Do I need to go become a garbologist, a trash
Immediately.
man?
We have to get into this immediately.
Yeah, you can actually. There's no age limit. Other
But-
city jobs in New York have age limits.
But
Oh.
we have to take a test.
Oh wait.
And it's
Oh,
a
yes.
common sense test that we will probably not pass.
Okay. This is
No, I think you'll
opening
be all right.
This is opening the Pandora's box. So I want to start with you, Wayne. Okay. I'm so thrilled you're here. I have not talked to a garbologist
thank you.
or a trash man all day.
Thank you so much for having me, guys.
Oh my God, it's a no-brainer. Okay.
I'm honored.
Well,
no,
we're honored. No, we're
and look
honored.
at that little raccoonie on your wall. Come on.
Oh, there's a little raccoon behind you, listeners.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
my podcast. My podcast too. So.
What? You have a podcast? I have a podcast, Wayne.
Yes,
we have a
I know.
podcast.
And
I know. I love it.
I deal with trash all day, just like you, but a different type of trash. You know what I mean? So,
Yes.
Wayne, give us the story. The listeners are dying to hear. How did you get into trash removal? Obviously, at the age of 21. Tell me a little bit about it, and tell me what got you here today.
Well, I grew up in Staten Island, New York, and rule of thumb in New York in the 5 boroughs is if you're not looking to go to college or become some crazy plumber, electrician, or something like that, like a trade like that, you'll always fall back on city jobs. Whether it's a cop, a fireman, a sanitation, court officer, like those are all city jobs in New York that, you would take to stay middle class and still make good money and raise a family. And my sister signed me up, and my mother told me, you're going to do this, took the test at 21, at 20, and got hired at 21.
Wait, okay, I have so many questions. So your sister forced you into a life of garbage and indentured servitude. Is that fair? Is that what I'm understanding?
More so my mother.
Okay.
My mother forced me in. My sister filled the paperwork out. And the year that I took the test, 100,000 people signed up to take the test, but only 15,000 people actually got to take it. They did a lottery.
Wait, so you first won the lottery to become a garbage man, and then you
Yeah.
took the test and passed the test.
Yes, the test was it's hysterical, some of the questions on it. It's a common sense test.
Got it.
It's very simple.
So Ashley would immediately fail.
Immediately fail. There's no chance.
No, come on. Ashley, I know you're better than that.
So, okay, so we started at 21. We took this test. I'm really curious about this. So I'm going to ask Ashley a few test questions from the actual test. And I'm curious what Wayne has to say and what Ashley has to say. Is that fair?
Yeah, let's do
God.
it.
Okay.
Is it multiple choice?
So we're about to find out. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Ashley, let's just start really quickly. We don't want to go way off track here, but I think it's important that we understand the Garbage Man entry test questions. I think that's fair. Okay.
Garbage person, please.
Garbage person. I'm sorry.
Garbologist.
Garbologist, garbage person, garbage them. Okay. So here we go. Ashley, if your regular garbage collection day falls on a public holiday, what should you tell a resident who asks when their trash will be picked up?
Is there multiple choice?
No. There's only one answer.
Okay. Is it getting picked up before the holiday? Lock it in.
Okay, what do you say, Wayne? Ashley's locked in her answer. What's your answer, Wayne?
Well, it should be next day.
Oh, it's after.
The day
Yeah,
after the
absolutely. Inform the resident that regular collection is suspended on holidays and will resume the very next scheduled collection day.
Yeah.
Classic.
Okay.
So, one for me.
One for Wayne, 0 for Ashley. I could have guessed this ahead of time. So a resident brings out a garbage can that is over 50 pounds, Ashley. What should a sanitation worker do?
Bend with their knees.
Bend with their knees. Wayne, that's her answer. What would you say?
I would just take the trash and throw it out.
Bending with your knees.
I never bended my knees. That's why I had back surgery a year after I retired.
Oh my God, we have more to talk about. We cannot get ahead of ourselves,
yeah.
Wayne. Okay, so honestly, y'all are both wrong. You're both wrong, Wayne. The state
It's too heavy.
Yes, you have to
Yes,
politely
Well,
inform
Wayne's
the resident.
strong, okay?
Yes, exactly. You know how many 50-plus pounds I threw out in my 20 years?
How many?
Oh, probably 70,328.
Wow. He has been keeping track. Okay. The correct answer from the city of New York is politely, Ashley, inform the resident that the container exceeds the 50-pound limit set by department policy and cannot be collected until it's lighter. It's kind of like your baggage allowance on United. You know what I mean?
Well, you just pay for that. You're
That's
like,
what
okay,
I'm saying.
here's a credit card.
Wayne should be getting compensated for hazard pay if he's picking up something heavier than 50 pounds. Because later in life, as we will soon find out, he has to get back surgery.
Yep.
True.
Okay. So, Wayne, you got a 66.66666. Ashley got a failing grade for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Give us like a day in the life of a sanitation worker, a garbologist, a garbage man, woman, or child. What happens?
Honestly, it was a great job. It was amazing from day one. It was just a lot of fun. It was never a real job. I mean, there were some bad, like crappy days. When it rains out, it's awful. But you get done quick. You know, once you're wet, you're wet. The snow, because you do know are you from New York or do you live in New York?
We both live in Manhattan. So
yeah, so we do the snow as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only, those are the bad days when you have to do a stretch. If we have a bad snowstorm, where you have to do 10, 15, 30, days straight, 12-hour shifts. You don't see your family. But other than that, the job's awesome. I tell people all the time, it was like a frat. It was like a frat house. If you know what a frat house is like.
Yeah, of course. I wasn't in a frat. I'm gay, but
yeah,
I've heard some people being in a frat.
Yeah, and it's just crazy. It's nonstop, just laughing all the time, fun.
It's like us.
Yeah,
it's like us.
It's just partying.
It's just giggling,
Okay.
Giggles all day.
All day.
Wayne says giggles all day. Okay. So you would always work with someone else, correct?
Correct.
And did you get to choose this person? Did this person become your buddy? How long did you work with this person?
Yeah, it took some time to get, once you got time on the job, you started meeting people and, you kind of work together well, and you guys work the same. Because sometimes you'll get on a route with a guy and get stuck with somebody. And those are never good days because either you have to do the whole route because they're lagging behind. They don't want to run around. And, some people just didn't want to do the job the way you wanted to.
You had trash standards. Other people's standards were trash.
Amen.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. And if you ask some of the people that I worked with, they would probably tell you that I was very aggressive sometimes.
Oh, okay. We
'Cause I
maybe
had
do some role playing later.
Well, yeah, I had just certain ways that I wanted things done. I wanted the truck where I wanted it, so I didn't have to drag pails through the streets of New York.
hmm
And when I drove, I put you right on the pail. But
Mm.
you literally spun the pail and dumped it. And some guys just weren't that good at driving. So
Okay. Noted. We're gonna have to work through this workflow, Ashley, together. Okay. So my brain is just overflowing with questions I need to ask you.
yeah,
And if you don't want to answer any of them, sorry, you're on a podcast. Okay. So
let's do it.
okay. So you retired at 41, which means you weren't making minimum wage doing this. Like, how much does a trash collector get compensated? Does it improve year over year? Like, were you getting paid more at year 20 than you were at year 1? Let's hope. Like, how does this work?
Yeah, when I started, I think I started at like 27,000 a year.
Okay.
But with the winters, with truck money, like there's a lot of compensation that's added on that job that I mean, now everybody's gonna know because now I just told everybody, but you get compensation for working nights, for working, picking garbage up, picking recycling up. There's just compensation all over that job, which is good because you are actually for that 50-pound pail that Amanda keeps putting out. You will get extra. Ashley keeps putting out. I'm sorry, Ashley.
That's okay.
You will get compensated for it. So just say like right now, if you had over 5 years, you get to top pay, you're making $100,000 a year. And as you
Okay.
get more time, you get more overtime, and I knew guys after I left that just retired made 180, 190,000 a year picking up garbage.
Let me tell you, if I know anything, Ashley is writing her letter of
Yeah,
resignation
I'm
from
like,
her current job.
immediately sign me up. Immediately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, twist. Now, obviously, you've already revealed you've had back surgery because
Yes.
of the I'll say rigorous physical requirements and demands of the job. Like,
Yep.
talk to me about that. Like, how rigorous is it really? Because I can only imagine it's pretty physically brutal.
Yeah, you get beat up on the job. I had both shoulders surgeries done, rotator in one, clavicle in another. I had knee surgery done. When I got off the job now, I had back surgery a year after I was retired. So I guess the way my surgeon described it was your body like calmed down because you weren't doing the physical aspect every day, picking garbage up, twisting and running around. And the minute I did that, but I was doing bathrooms and kitchens on my end. So I was still working, but he said it was just the twisting and stuff you stopped, your back just gave out. And that was it. I had to have 3 discectomies a year after I retired.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay. You have the battle scars to prove. Okay. Now I know everyone is expecting me to ask you some pretty probing questions, and so don't worry, I'm here to deliver. Okay.
Go for it. Let's do it.
So, okay. What is the weirdest thing you've ever found in someone's trash can?
I mean, in someone's trash can?
Or like, just general.
mean-
like, what is the craziest thing? I found a body in Staten Island story that you have for us?
Yeah, I never found a body. I had found 7 Joker poker machines once. Yeah,
Tell us
somebody
what
must
that-
have dumped them off.
What's a Joker poker machine, Wayne?
So back in the day when you would go in a bar, there would be like little poker machines where you think you're playing for fun, but in all reality, you can win money. And it was like, no, it was a hidden secret that you can win money. And there was 7 of them there. Me and my buddy Louie brought them back to the garage. We beat the living crap out of them, beat the piss out of them with sledgehammers, and wound up getting over $700. There was money like tucked away in the bottom of it.
Wow. You are an entrepreneur through and through. Okay.
Yeah.
Was there by the time you were done, 20 years in, I bet you have like a steel stomach, like nothing grosses you out. But was there any type of trash that actually still grossed you out?
Yeah. I mean, there's certain things like maggots just aren't cool. That
Ugh.
smell, I could smell from across the room.
Hmm.
The garbage, though, you get used to. The garbage you can't smell. Like, I could walk by a garbage truck right now, I wouldn't even be able to smell it. But it's like odd smells. Like, somebody threw a skunk out one day in a little plastic bag.
Oh no.
It made no sense to
Unsubscribe,
me.
Wayne.
Yeah, it made no sense to me how this person got it in this tiny little plastic bag, but it was dead in there. Yeah. But you
Okay.
used to get all crazy stuff in there.
Oh god.
That is why. That's unhinged behavior.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
feel like
why?
I would call 311 if I needed to dispose of a skunk in New York City.
Or
You know
like
what I mean?
maybe I just leave it on the street. Like, where was the skunk?
Just let him play.
Yeah, just let
Like,
the
I don't know
skunkies
why you
play.
killed him. Yeah, I don't know.
Did you ever
What?
have like a sworn enemy, whether it was like a certain house or a business that you always hated showing up to on trash day?
Yeah, there were a few because you had people try to take advantage of you all the time. You had homeowners that you knew owned businesses, and the truck or van is in the driveway, and then they have 500 pails or bags of like concrete or tile, and they say, no,
Mm.
no, no, it's my bathroom. I did my bathroom inside. Meanwhile, it says Johnny's Tiles on the side of the van. But I used to mess with them. Like, the wife used to come out. The guy who owned the business would never come out. So I used to ask her, I used to ask the women and say, how many square is the bathroom? How many square? How much tile did you buy? How much? What are you talking about? Like, they had no idea what I was talking about because it wasn't from their house.
The jig's up, people.
Yeah, the gig is up. Just tell me and just throw it in yourself. I don't care. That's my motto.
I love that. Oh, okay. So it's almost like we could like participate. Like, when the trash truck goes by, if I have something really heavy that's like not in your scope of work, as we would say in corporate America, you'll just let me throw it in,
Go for it. I don't give a shit.
including a body. Like, what if it wasn't a wrapped body? I just threw it in, you pressed it up.
Well, I did have somebody kind of like, well, they threw a dog in, but it wasn't. Yeah, it was bad.
Oh no.
Yeah, two guys. They were crying. They lofted it in on the bed and all. Just I felt bad. I was like, all right. But now you got to remember, like, when you cycle things up, like I've cycled possums up, raccoons, because they jump in the pails, and I'm not playing with them.
No,
So
thank you.
when you send the hopper up, the blood comes down the back of the truck. But I told my partner, you're cycling that lab up. I'm not doing it. But he was dead.
Wow. So you cycled the lab up, squished it into oblivion, and blood ran down the back like some really low budget horror film.
I walked away, so I didn't see that. But I've seen raccoons and possums and stuff, their blood run down.
Oh god.
Unhinged behavior. People, you see the strangest portions of humanity I can imagine as a trash collector.
It's New York.
I mean, like the things I see.
The worst of the worst.
I mean, like, Wayne, the first day I moved here, dead ass, I was walking by the post office. An overweight woman in a scooter was in a muumuu, leaned off the side, taking a diarrhea shit on 42nd Street. That I had to step across, and I said, "Welcome to New York." It's as glamorous as I mentioned. Yeah, dead ass.
Beep beep.
I really try to be a good citizen, and I feel like a lot of people in the world today are not, especially in New York City. As someone who now is dear friends with a former trash collector, would you have any like pet peeves or like any pieces of advice that you can give Ashley and I, residents of New York City, to be the best, most thoughtful, stand-up trash connoisseurs and putter-outers in the city? Like, what can we do to better help our trash collectors?
Just don't make this stuff too heavy. Like, you guys, do you have homes or do you live in buildings?
Buildings.
Buildings. Yeah, so you live in an apartment. So it's just more of, first off, they recycle like crazy in these apartments. Sometimes I don't even know why they're wasting their time, but, there's other times for that. But no, it's just take care of the guys in knowing that somebody has to pick that up. Don't throw out stuff and just think, oh, it's at the curb, it's their job. Because that's what 90% of the people in New York City think. I could put this 1,000-pound thing out here. Yeah, how many times I've had like 500-pound things put out there? Well, you could lift it. grand pianos I've had to throw into trucks.
Just lift that up real quick.
Oh, yeah. And unfortunately, I had a boss who said, well, no, meet me at the church. And there were 5 grand pianos I had to throw out.
Oh, my God.
And it was just me, him, and my boss said, well, I'll help you. I said, well, how about you throw the whole thing in? Because I'm not lifting it.
100%.
And him and the guy that was the cleaner at the church threw the 5 of them in. Me and my partner watched them.
That is, again, my word of the day with you is unhinged. Like, in what world is that your job?
Exactly. There's a lot of that. You know, unfortunately, you know how many people during the snow, they ask me, oh, could you plow my driveway? No.
Literally, no.
Wayne,
Yeah,
can I just quickly get a manicure and a back rub? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
While
Hurry
you're
up,
at
go
it.
get
Just
one.
real quick.
Okay, so
It's crazy.
That's insane. So recapping, okay, we want to be kind. We want to make sure that you're only having to do your job, okay, which is not lifting grand pianos into the back of a trash truck, and certainly not disposing of my family pet, okay? But it's also about like lighter bags, right?
Yeah, it's well, so you guys live in apartments, so they
Right.
compactors down in the basement, they make those big long sausage bags. That is what it is. But I'm talking more of the homeowner that's,
Like people
Brooklyn,
leaving
Staten
stuff
Island.
outside.
Got it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, people say, oh, I put this piece of furniture out and they hit it with like a hammer and now it's in 80 pieces. Like, that's not helping me. Leave the piece of furniture together.
Yeah.
Got it.
Like,
Okay,
instead of picking up 80 things, you could pick up one.
Just throw one in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love this. Was there any like really sensational garbage collector drama similar to like Real Housewives? Like,
Ooh.
was there any like my trash partner was cheating on his wife with the wife of the other trash collector? Like, give me
There's
some
a lot of that.
Oh, wait, really?
Oh. Wait,
Oh.
we should have started
Dish.
here.
Fuck yeah, man.
We should
Dish,
have started
Yeah, a
here.
lot of
dish,
that shit.
dish.
We need the
Let's hear.
goss. We need
Yeah,
the
there were a
goss.
few. There were a few guys sneaking around, with wives, and because they were working days during a snowstorm, and then the guy was the husband was working nights or something like that, and you always went to these parties and just wondered, like, are these guys this dumb that they don't see what's going on behind their backs? I could tell it right in front of my face that the wife is digging the buddy, and the husband's getting the back, putting on the shelf.
And did you ever
But-
intervene in these moments, or not your circus, not your monkeys?
I did not partake in any of that shit on the job.
That's why you have a podcast.
got no
and you got to
time for that.
retire in 20
No
years.
time.
In and out.
Nope.
I would be
Never.
retiring really, really soon, guys. What would you say is it's a 2-question question, okay? What was the best day on the job and what was the worst day on the job? Out of your
The
20-year
best-
career.
Well, the best day I'm just going to say it was my last day.
Of course.
Ugh,
we don't have to
amen.
pick up
But no.
trash tomorrow.
No.
But I got to be honest. Like, every day I made the best day I could. People would say, why do you always so goddamn happy? Because what else is there to be in this world, right? I woke up, I went to work, and I'm home in a few hours later. Like, it's not let's be honest, I'll tell you the truth, it's not an 8-hour job.
Mm-hmm.
It's, you could run, really hustle, and, and unfortunately hurt your back later on, but you could run and be done in 2.5 hours a day, 2 hours a day. But then you shower, you get dressed, and then you hang out at the garage or play cards, or, there were other things. We would hang out, eat lunch, and. So every day was good, other than the rainy days,
But wouldn't you say, Wayne, that we have to be thankful for the rain so that we can
Yeah.
appreciate the sun?
I knew you were going to say
Exactly.
I-
And whiskey.
And whiskey. You know what, Wayne? We're kind of giving you a fake hard time here, and I'm super appreciative of your time and why you're here. Whenever we were building this podcast, I was like, I want to talk to someone who works in sanitation. I find the job remarkable, but what I find even more remarkable is you as a human being. And I'm not gassing you up to like
Oh, thank you.
to throw you under the bus in life, right? we oftentimes think we have to go to the next thing, right? Like I need a better paying job or a more glamorous job, or I need this to happen with my partner, or I need this to happen with my family. And the reality is, once we go to that next thing, we still find an innate lack of happiness because we can't rely on our situation or our circumstance to make us happy. We have the ability to choose happiness every day. And I think you're a living, breathing representation of that. Wayne Owen.
Oh, thank you. That's my thing. I live every day like it's my last. And that's it. Like down to, I just had open heart surgery in February.
Wait. Okay. So tell us what's been fixed in that body of yours.
I had I had double bypass in February. I had my back done. I had, like I said, 2 shoulders done, a knee done. I'm a mess.
Okay, but please tell me my tax dollars are paying for that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Good. Honestly, good.
I'm like, I'd rather my taxes go to that than half the
Truly.
shit I pay for.
Truly.
Honestly, that's one of the best parts about the retirement. So the money's great. Like every month my check is in the bank. It's amazing, right? I don't do anything for New York anymore. But every month, first of the month, that check is there. Yeah, it pays my mortgage. They pay for me to live in my house. That's the way I look for it.
I love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're paying for my kids' home, right? Now you got to tack on the insurance. People forget about the insurance and how much insurance could be. And I don't pay for that. That's scot-free. And that, let me tell you, that open heart surgery was not cheap.
No.
And they paid every single nickel of it.
Incredible.
That's incredible. Yeah.
Look, I grimace when I pay my taxes on April 15th because it goes to a lot of shit that I probably don't want to participate in. But like, this is something I do want to participate in. I'm like, you have been quite literally, working day in, day out, picking up other people's discarded trash. And so, frankly, if I'm being honest, you deserve to work no more than 20 years, no more than 2 hours a day on a really, really hustling good day, and then have the city pay for your rent or mortgage and your healthcare. I think that's the very least we could do for you, Wayne.
Yeah. And listen, I appreciate it because everybody, you got looked down on. Like everyone looked down on you while you were in New York picking up garbage. It was truly sad until they found out that we were making 6 figures. Now they want to, I want that job now. So now they're not going to curse you. They want to be like you. So, and I think it was the Daily News who screwed that all up.
Of course. My final question for you, Wayne, what would you say is the biggest lesson in life that being a trash collector has taught you?
Lesson in life. Number one, you got to take care of your body. That's one thing I did not do, unfortunately, and I'm paying the price. But no, just live it. Like I said, the days that I picked up garbage in the rain, the snow, the sleet, the 100-degree weather like today, we couldn't take those days off. We were picking garbage up today, like days like this. And the one thing I said, like I just said, you woke up, go to work, put in a hard day's work. You're working to put food on the table, to keep the lights on for your kids. That's all that matters. All this big money, overtime, you could throw that all out the window. I could care less. All I cared about was going to work and coming home because it's a very dangerous job. You'd be shocked at how many people don't see the garbage truck out there and they drive right into it on a daily basis. So it's just that. Like, just live it like it's your last day and that's it.
Well, look, Wayne, I love that sentiment. I can't say I'm good at it, but I desperately try to live that way every day. It is the unsung heroes like Wayne that make our worlds continue to spin day in, day out, and they have a very thankless job. So on behalf of all New Yorkers and people around the world, thank you, Wayne, for your 2 decades of service. And it is the honor of my career to literally pay indirectly via tax funds your open heart surgery, because you deserve that. Now, but before you're welcome, Wayne. Before we go, I want everyone to get a little dose of Wayne in their life. So tell us about some of the things you're working on. I know you have a podcast. Be sure to plug that so that we can get more Wayne in our lives.
Yeah, I got Trash and Talk. Me and my buddy Kurt, who's a retired sanitation worker also. I got started after, I don't know if I was on Theo Vaughn's podcast, so he like kind of pushed me through this whole journey and he's still pushing me. Spoke to him today. And it's just, listen, my wife, Wendy, she pushes me every day to do all this. She's normally right here with me, like making sure I got everything set up right. My boys, Parker and Jackson, and just living life. I actually have another job. I went and got a job at a veterinarian hospital. I'm the property manager,
Okay.
and I love every minute of it. I got 120 new friends. I put it that way.
Oh, I love that. That's so endearing and sweet. Well, look, if you want some more Wayne in your life, and I can't imagine who wouldn't, be sure to listen to his podcast, Trash and Talk, available now where you stream your podcast. And the final thing I'll say to you, Wayne, just a friendly piece of advice, even though you're working at a new vet office, I just don't want to remind you that we don't dispose of dogs in the trash.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Bring it to get cremated, and then get a little nice box, and then you take it home with you.
There
Got
you
it.
go.
Not in the
no
trash.
blood dripping down.
Wayne
Just a
Owen,
box.
Terrible.
Trash man to the stars, aka me. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. We wish you well, and the world is a little cleaner because of people like you.
Thanks, Tyler. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Oh my God.
Ashley, I am truly beside myself.
I know.
Okay,
He literally has my dream career. Like, I wanted to be in and out of work. I started my first job and I said, Mom, I'm ready to retire. And that man
Got
did
it.
that.
That man did that. In and out,
In and out.
20 years, 2 hours a day,
I
and then
know.
living in a frat house the rest of the time.
Exactly. Like, imagine us doing that. Like, yeah, you didn't get to pick your partner for a while, but imagine we got to the point. I'm driving, you're on the back, you're driving, I'm on the back, running around this town, couple hours. We get back to the clubhouse, whatever it was called. We're wreaking havoc on everyone, mayhem
I love
everywhere.
this.
A dream.
You know, for people who are listening who don't really know our dynamic just yet, I do want to stress that Ashley and I have a diagnosable codependency, right? I call her for 90 minutes every morning and we FaceTime for 90 minutes. I call her most nights to FaceTime. We call each other multiple times during the day. And so all of that to say, we are always looking for a new career that allows us to be side by side, hand in hand at all times. We don't need to be talking, but we just need to be like in the same room, or in this case, truck.
In the same vicinity would be best.
Right.
Like, we're
Now-
the meme that's like when you convince your boss it's a 2-person job. And it's like
Got
each
it.
of us holding a side of a piece of paper and bringing it somewhere.
That is us.
That is us.
An interesting fact, Ashley and I used to work at NBC together. That's not even how we met. We
No.
just accidentally got literally a job at the same team, and our desks were back to back
A
at
dream.
30 Rock.
A
We're
dream.
talking about 10,000 employees, and we happened to be sat right next to each other. We didn't keep that job for a long time, but like, by God, it was good.
But it
while
was
we were doing it.
great while it lasted.
So, Ashley, what's something that you learned today from our trash collecting friend that you want to apply to your everyday life?
I know the one that I should want to apply.
Which is what? Do
Which
tell.
is, what I feel like Wayne is very positive, and he's really like, there were no bad days on the job because I made the best of it. And I think that's something that, we could all do a little better at, because I complain a lot at work, a lot. Minor inconvenience. It's a nightmare. That's all you hear me say every day. So
100%. I'm the person who literally calls out of work and is in tears when I put my fucking shirt on backwards.
yeah,
right?
like
I'm
I couldn't possibly continue on.
We will not recover from this. I'm very, very easily deterred from working.
Yeah.
Right. I would say my answer is quite similar. I was really actually kind of like creepishly touched at the fact that he's like, no, I had the best job and it really served me in my life and it's been really good to me. And was it hard? Yes. But I chose happiness every single day. And I was like, okay, I guess now I'm going to sob talking to the trash collector.
Yeah, no, literally. And also, like, I mean, he alluded to this, but obviously there's a stigma, or was a stigma, against it at the time. And I'm like, I can't imagine how hard that was. And like, for him to come away with that attitude, like, and be so grateful for it is like amazing.
So I think the moral of the story is be more like the trash man, be less like a pile of trash.
Yeah. But we could be trashy sometimes, right?
Yeah, well, we know nothing different. So
Thank God.
I would assume the answer is yes. So with that, let's close out our first episode today, Ashley. I feel like a new person. I have a new lease on life. I know that no matter what happens, I can still be a trash man, and I can still make good money, and I can still be happy no matter what. Ashley, I don't know about you.
Woo!
I had a good time. I certainly feel a little less trashy than I did before.
But you're always trashy.
Oh, I appreciate that. Okay, friends, until next time, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Ashley.
Join us next time for whatever the fuck is going to happen, because I certainly have no idea. Love you, Ashley.
Love you.
Love you most.
Love you most. Love you most.
Love you most.
Love you most.
Love you most. Love you most. Love you most. Love you most. Love you most. Love you most.
Love you most. Love you most. Love you most.
Wildly Unprepared is hosted by me, Tyler Mount, and Ashley Angerbag, executive produced by Kate McGarrigle in collaboration with Henry Street Creative. Please be sure to give us a 5-star rating on your preferred platform and tell your friends that you just found their newest obsession. We love you so much, and we couldn't do this show without you. Okay, I'm nervous and I don't know how to finish this, so you should just shut this off now. Is anyone still with me? Just my mom? Okay, bye, Yvonne.